I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting.
Hello, and welcome to another stream. My name is Hyena73, and this is day 27 of my 31 days of horror. It's been a hell of a month, I'm telling you. All I've been doing is playing horror games, so it'll be nice to finish and play some more lighthearted stuff.
You too will come to understand fear as I have.
So this is Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. Like every stream, we're going to be playing to raise awareness for multiple sclerosis. 23,200 Australians, as of the 2011 census, are living with multiple sclerosis. 11,400 of these have a severe case of it, meaning they cannot do normal work. They have restricted duties. It affects their day-to-day lives. It's a horrible, horrible disease that affects the central nervous system, and because of that, people get all sorts of different symptoms. For example, some people get constant feelings of burning or electrocution or pain all over their body or to some parts. Some people experience extreme fatigue. Some people experience blindness to their eyes. Some people experience motor function problems. It's a horrible, horrible disease. And because it's a disease that doesn't show the symptoms outwardly, a lot of people walking around with MS might seem perfectly healthy, but they're not. They're in fact in a lot of pain and having to struggle through a lot of difficulties because of this disease. Because of the fact that it's a very misunderstood disease, that's why I'm doing these streams, to increase awareness for multiple sclerosis. In particular, I'm encouraging anyone who watches this to go and have a look at msaustralia.org.au for more information on MS. This website provides services for people with MS, information on MS, and also helps fund research into MS and the causes and so on. I also was made aware of a website called msresearch.org.au, which also, one second. Yeah. So, 1 second. Oh, no. Yep. All right. So, because not much is known about what causes MS and what how to prevent it or how it can be better diagnosed or better treated. So it's definitely worth your while to go have a look and check that out. Educate yourself on MS, and you'll have a better appreciation for what these people are going through and fighting through every day. So today we're going to be playing Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, which is a GameCube exclusive. It was released on November the 1st, 2002 in Europe, and it's made by a company called Silicon
Flesh,
Knights,
bone,
which
bound together with the oddest magical incantation.
Sorry, 1 second.
This wretched book is where it all began
I'll talk
so
a bit more
long
after
ago.
the
Before
cutscene.
time, before humanity. I am Dr. Edward Roivas. I am a clinical psychologist. I am also dead. This is not my story, nor even the story of the Roivas family. It is the story of humanity. Like it or not, believe it or not, as you will. Your perceptions will not change reality, but simply color it. Humanity has been on the edge of extinction for 2 millennia, ignorant of so much and dependent on so few. The Guardians grow restless. Their time once again near. Whether by fate or misfortune, my family has crossed their path, and they didn't take kindly to it. Their attention turns to my granddaughter, for she is the last of my line, and the last hope for humanity. Remember me, Alex?
Hello?
Miss Alexandra Roivas?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Inspector LaGrasse of the Rhode Island Police. I'm sorry to disturb you, but there's been an accident with your grandfather.
I'll be on the next flight out.
Ah, Miss Roivas, I'm pleased to meet you. I trust you had a pleasant trip?
Yes, I suppose so, considering.
Yes, my condolences. This is most unpleasant. It's a shame we couldn't meet under brighter circumstances.
Yes, it is. Can we get this over with, please?
Of course, this way. But I must warn you, it's not a pleasant sight. I'm afraid there's not much to see.
Whoa!
Miss Roivas, is that your grandfather, Edward?
Yes, it's him. He's wearing our family ring. I don't understand. Why are you showing me this? Can't you check dental records or something? What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. It's my job, lady. You're the only living relative, and no, we can't check dental records. There's no head. Ah, none of this makes sense. There's no sign of intrusion, and there was certainly a lot of force used here. I have never seen anything like this in my 20 years on the force. We have no evidence except for the body, and what's left doesn't say much. Ugh, we don't have a single clue.
Well, you better find out who did this. I'm not leaving Rhode Island until you do. There must be some clue in this old mansion revealing what happened. I want answers.
So do I. I wish I had some.
All right. So as I was saying, this was made by Silicon Knights, which is a company that no longer exists because of a game they made called Too Human, which was first originally supposed to be a PlayStation exclusive, then it was a GameCube exclusive, then it was a PS2 exclusive, then it was an Xbox exclusive, and then it was an Xbox 360 exclusive. Then it was supposed to be part of a trilogy, but then the first game was crap, and long story short, they lost everything. Then the other thing that happened is there was a big lawsuit against them from Epic Games because Epic had authorized use of the Unreal Engine, but then they decided not to use it, so the deal was finished, but then they used it anyway or something. I'm not 100% sure about that part of it. I'll have to make more research, but the point is that it was there was enough problems there that they got sued by Epic, and as such, they no longer exist. Silicon Knights is finished. In fact, the lawsuit was so successful that the court ordered Silicon Knights to recall all copies of 2 Human. So it never got, like, you can't find it in stores anymore. So if you happen to have a copy, as crap as the game may be, don't sell it. It might be worth something one day. But yeah. But really, many people would agree that this was their shining opus. This was their best game, which is sad. It is sad that this game is so underrated and but also so loved by fans, and unfortunately we'll never see a sequel. There was a sequel planned at one point, and people were talking about a sequel, but it never eventuated, and it just faded into obscurity. But like I said, many people have fond memories of this, and it is a cracking game. The biggest thing about this game is the fact that it's got a sanity system, or insanity system. So basically, as the game goes on, the game will start messing with your mind and playing games on you and playing tricks on you. Hopefully we'll see one before the hour is up. All the really good ones happen later. I got pretty far in this game when I played it. I never actually finished it. I got really stuck. I got really stuck with a boss. I just couldn't kill him. But what can you do, you know? Should go back and finish it one day. And the effects are awesome. Like the sanity meter effects, they're brilliant. Got a feeling I gotta alter the clock hands. I think I gotta alter it to the time that was on the other one. There we go, that's how you run. Forgot how you ran in this game. Whoa, what happened here? $3.33. So basically, one of the things too is that this game is not actually based on one single character, but there's a whole bunch of different characters. She's just the kind of link to them all. You'll see what I mean. this game also is very heavily influenced by Cthulhu mythology. You'll see what I'm getting.
I had no knowledge of what was to come, nor did I care. How the knowledge changed me, it will also change you. As you read this, you will come to learn fear as I have. You too will come to understand. Perish. To think that once I could not see beyond the veil of our reality. To see those who dwell behind. My life now has purpose, for I have learned the frailty of flesh and bone. I was once a fool.
So this is the first character that you play as.
Where is quies candamest? Where is conservandi? Facusatis aquae sumat, et animus eorum conferma. Pugna huis,
lingua Roma.
Prima multarum, si inceptum conficiamus.
Quam primum, Centurio Augustus. I would like to compliment you once more on your battle tactics. Our enemies did not have a chance. Do you believe that it really exists, Centurion?
I do not doubt our Emperor's beliefs, or his orders. But if we are to retrieve the artifact, then we must be strong and patient.
So each character comes across the story chronologically. So this is as far back as it goes, and all these characters are actually descendants of the girl Alexandra Roivas or whatever. Roivas. So she, like I said, she's the link to all these characters, and this is her earliest recorded ancestor. Alright, let's see. How far can we get? Oh, freak, sorry. Oh, whoops. So this is the other mechanic in the game. There's magic, and depending on the runes that you use, you can execute different magic attacks. It's quite cool. The controls take a little bit of getting used to because they're not your typical survival horror controls. For instance, run is mapped to one of the shoulder buttons. Picking up stuff is B, which is the smaller button on the GameCube controller. It's just a few things that make it a bit weird, or feels a bit wonky. It doesn't take too long to adapt though. It's just, let's face it, I think it could have been done better, but that's okay. So I think they introduce magic soon. I can't remember. Okay, now I can't remember if I can pick them all, but usually green means health, so let's pick that one. So, that, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, is also the main antagonist, or one of the main
Eons have
antagonists.
passed since then, and I have learned much. I was once as naive as a child, but now my mind is sharp. With the power of Xelatoth, I can now read the thoughts of others and make them raving mad with a mere suggestion. Face me, and you shall surely perish.
So now we're back here. Here we go. Luckily, this game pretty much lets you save wherever you want, which is good because it's pretty damn hard. At least I always thought it was hard.
I cannot say what was the true beginning, nor am I sure of its end. So perhaps here is the best place to start. I am reminded of ideas I first encountered in Sir James George Fraser's book, The Golden Bough, a study in magic and religion. We are overwhelmed by a very human need to weave a web of meaning where there may be none. Since time immemorial, ancient peoples have dressed up their lack of knowledge as gods and demons. I have discovered that sometimes the fates of gods and mortals intertwine, and legends are born.
So this is her next ancestor.
Thy time is done, great ancient. Forever in shadow will you be master of chaos, and to fade to nothing in obscurity will be thy fate. My master has planned many millennia for this day. It is the true chaos of all things that you now must be entombed amongst the beings of flesh and bone.
You have a great monument here, Mantarok. It is a pity that no one will ever recognize it as yours. May the darkness claim thee, crawling chaos and damn beast. No longer will thy reign be kept over the ancients you have kept imprisoned. Thou hast seen the last.
So you can see like where the Cthulhu stuff blends in. And like I said, he becomes one of the main antagonists, which is sad.
Not even these mythical fables can keep me amused. There has to be something to do around here. I only wish something that fantastic and of higher purpose could happen to me.
I'll just save. There we go. see if I can put the brightness up a bit. Only because it's a bit... Hey! Oh, no way! Oh, sweet! I didn't even know you could do that! Oh, freaking sweet! That's a million times better. Look at that. Wait a minute. Oh man, sweet. Widescreen. Yeah, baby. Is it just me or does she have a nice behind? Well, I shouldn't think that. Oh, wow. This meter represents the character's sanity. Every time he or she, the lower the meter, the character will hallucinate. Well, a piece to depict the time of day. Perhaps the candles do too. Extinguish the fire. Okay. I'm a little bit lost now. Fuck. Oops. Come on. When can I use that? If not now. Oh, I know. I'll stick it on the statue. There we go. That makes sense. Stick it on that statue. Ah! There you go. Ha! Oh, Shiza. I activated it at the last minute. Damn it, I thought I was doing pretty good. There we go. There we go. Yes, I will take the blowgun, thank you. Might come in handy. Oh! That was dumb! Damn it! I really needed that.
A secret passage in the
Dumbass,
temple.
man. What the hell? Oh yeah, that's right. This really is the kind of game you don't want to cheat in, because the more you bugger up, the better the effects are. So, such a cool game. Like that little screen turning off, that's nothing. Oh, freak. Oops. Crap. Crap! There we go. So the screen shaking, that's an insanity effect as well. There's the Cthulhu monster.
are reduced to feeding on flesh and bone, Mantarok. How the mighty have fallen. You will surely fester for millennia to come. A slow and torturous fate for thee. You had best leave, young fool, or you will find yourself as food for the dead god.
You are one of the chosen many, flesh and blood. It is now your destiny to fight the eternal darkness. I give you a gift in return for an obligation. The gift is your life, sweet dancer. The obligation is this. You hold one of Mantarok's hearts, the essence of the corpse god. To some, it is a source of great power. From those people, you must defend it, lest they use it to destroy what little brightness your world has left in it. Guard it well.
Alright, 7 more minutes. Let's see how far we can get. run through this damn gauntlet again. Actually, let's save.
Fool! You should have run. Instead, you will die. Where is the essence of Mantarok? Where is it? I will not ask again, child. Very well, then. You will succumb to the horrors of oblivion.
And that's it. Oh, look at that. Another chapter.
Your presence is welcomed, Majesty. As always, I am honored.
Our dealings are a pleasure to us both, then. He lies. As do we all. What is this flaw you wish to discuss with us?
My concern is with the other ancients. Ulyaoth, Shaturga. Should they unite with Mantarok, they would doubtlessly possess enough power to vanquish even thee.
As darkness abhors light, and light abhors dark, the others will not, cannot join forces. Mantarok will be bound, and the others will sink into insanity when I return.
As has been foretold.
I was unaware.
There is much you do not know.
And much you never will.
Be certain to retrieve Mantarok's essence. It is necessary to cement our place in your world.
Then what of Charlemagne the Frank? What do you intend for him?
The Frank is an instrument of light. He seeks to unite Europe under his banner.
With this in place, my guardians will be hard-pressed to perform the functions you require.
schemes, Pius. Think of your future.
Then Charlemagne will be removed from the picture.
Make sure he is dead. Or insane.
Or perhaps one, then the other? Just make sure he is removed from power.
Of course. He is as good as dead.
All right. So, we'll start the next chapter and then save.
From my research, it is apparent that the endeavors of mankind are mere puppetry at the hands of the ancients. Whenever a king vows reform, the ancients move quickly to stifle it. Under the auspices of Emperor Charlemagne the Frank, the new Holy Roman Empire was at the height of its power.
Hanc mit ad dominum et imperatorum nostrum, carolum magnum francum.
Deliver
non
this to our
decedent
Lord and
tuum.
Emperor Charlemagne the Frank. No one but him must see it. They are words for his eyes only. At once.
What sorcery is this? A spell? I am bewitched. If this was meant for Charlemagne, then what will become of him? I have to warn him of this treachery.
All right. So that's it. So we'll save it, and maybe we'll come back to it later after I've had a bit of a break from survival horror, because it's just a lot, man. Like it's 31 days of horror is a lot. My blood pressure's probably up. All right. So that's Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. It's exclusive to the GameCube. If you can get a copy of it, I highly recommend it. It's very, very good. We only saw one effect, but there's some really, really cool ones later on. Also, please visit msaustralia.org.au, which is the whole purpose of these streams, and educate yourself about MS. That way, you know what it is, and maybe even you can spread the word, and more people will know, and so on and so on. So, the best way you can help me out is by spreading the word about these broadcasts or these streams or these videos, and that way more people will know about it and more people will educate themselves about MS. So please do that for me if you can. If you feel extra generous, donate at msaustralia.org.au or msresearch.org.au. I'm not affiliated with anyone. They do not know I exist. I'm just a guy trying to do something good with something that he loves. So tomorrow we tackle a big one. One of the big games that has shaped the industry and has become the inspiration for a few games that I've done so far. In particular, Alone in the Dark. So if you watch that clip, I do mention it. So please try to guess. Until next time, I'm Hyena73, and thank you for watching.